If I fail it again, I'm switching file names. This file name might be cursed. My only HMS fails today are with this file name. It's obviously bad news. Am I the American sniper? Yes. Dude, you should see my twin molds. Unparalleled. Veneer's twin molds are better than Enops generally. I've seen Enops twin molds gold. It's not anywhere near Veneer's. It's actually quite bad compared to Veneer's. My god, green. You're currently doing nothing? Well, I'm currently doing nothing as well. I've watched this intro 3 times in the past half hour. That is 2 times more than I should have. I had a run today. My very first run today actually went places and was a fun run to do. But at the moment, I'm just getting owned. Oh, by the way, guys, I should probably update you on this because I have some news. 3DS capture cards. Well, first of all, this is not news. 3DS capture cards are completely unavailable, have been for the past 4 months. It is impossible to get a new one. You can get bad used ones that are overpriced. I actually looked up the price of used capture cards from Loopy, who is the seller I want to buy them from. They're overpriced. Also, I looked up some people reselling new capture cards from Loopy. Those are also overpriced. So I'm not buying any of those. I'm waiting for Loopy to get more in stock so that I can get a 3DS capture card. However, I did buy something today. I may have bought a different capture card for something else, which I'm going to keep secret, even though 2 or 3 people already know what it is. Actually, more than 2 or 3 people already know what it is. It's like 4 or 5. Yeah, it's a normal DS capture card. I got a normal DS dude, it's like, do you, like, anybody who owned one of these knows what it is. It's the old silver DS, the release model of the original DS. Like, they call it the DS Fat now. It's the silver one that had, like, it was really bulky compared to literally every DS model that came after it. It's one of those with a capture card in it. Oh, that's the secret, Velociraptor. You won't get to know for a few weeks. I suspect I will have the capture card within a week, but you'll not see runs for a few weeks, and this is your only hint, because the game that I plan on playing has tons of prep and routing that goes into it before you can even do runs. Like the whole hard part of being able to run this game at all is how much work you have to do before you can even do a run. It's ridiculous. I've already started, and I won't be ready for like a month, maybe more. I won't be ready for a month to do a bad run. I will not, like, like, this isn't even like I'm trying to do a very, very good run in a month. It's like, it's going to take a month for me to be able to finish a bad run. Like, it's not gonna be a good run. But it still takes that much prep work to be able to do it at all. I'm not gonna respond to any guesses. If I did, you guys would get it, eventually. So you can feel free to guess, but... I'm actually thinking that when I get this... Okay, then Ace. I'm thinking that when I get this DS capture card, I will actually use it to still stream on Saturday and Sunday. I was kind of wondering if you guys had an opinion on that, because most people who watch my stream often know that I cannot stream on Saturday or Sunday. I go home to visit my family for the weekend, and I do not transfer all my equipment back and forth. That would be awful. Just for 2 days. But, 'cause, like, I can show you my setup, it's awful. But if I had a DS capture card, I could stream that on Saturday and Sunday. And still stream on those days. It wouldn't be Majora's Mask, but I could still stream on those days. And then when summer comes, when I can stream on those days anyway, I don't know, I'll figure something out. But as far as the semester goes, I can stream on Saturday and Sunday. Because a DS capture card is not that bad to transfer back and forth, and I have 2 cameras now. The old one that I am, for some reason, still using, and the new one that is going to replace it eventually, and I can just keep one at both places. It won't be that bad. I won't have to transfer my monitor back and forth, my Wii, anything like that, and I can still stream. That's close, Viral. That's... You're on to something. You are not. Hey, past the door. It's a 741. Okay, this actually might gold. Maybe. Hey, Poke. Sorry. How are you, Poke? Who is George Speedruns? You are subbed to me, and yet I do not recognize your name. Are you someone who changed their name? I'm gonna feel really bad if you've always had that name and I just don't remember it, so please tell me you changed your name. Please. I'm gonna feel so awful, actually, now that I say it. Okay, good. You are someone who changed their name? Oh my god, I was so scared. Hey, Gunray. Or George. I mean, I set myself up there. If he was somebody who had not changed to their name, and they've always had that name, I would have just been horrible. Like, I would have been horrified. I shouldn't have said that. I should have just asked. Or, like, waited to see if they told me they changed their name or something. There is a speedrun. There's a Majora's Mask learning, like a speedrun learning Discord, Fearwolves, and there's a couple people in this chat who are lurking, I believe, who could give you a link. If any of them are listening, if they could like whisper Fearwolf an invite to that, I think that would be a good place to go. That being said, Fearwolf, that guide you're looking at is fairly up to date. Some things are outdated, but this route hasn't changed too much, and you can use it. But I would recommend other supplementary information. You can't use it on its own, for sure, at this point, but it's still a relevant resource. This is my favorite Zelda game. I am getting a DS capture card, by the way, not a 3DS capture card. 3DS capture cards are extinct. There will never be any ever again. I have been trying to get one for 4 months. I have given up. Well, I have not given up, but I'm getting this DS capture card. Also, with this DS capture card, I can stream GBA games as well. You have to keep that in mind. It's a DS Fat. It can play GBA games. And I can stream them from it. Does anybody know if the... Actually, this is something I don't even know. Is the DS region locked? The original DS? I know the 3DS is. I don't know about the original DS. No way! It's crazy, Ben. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I do have that option. I feel like I can do a lot with it. I know what I want it for immediately, but there's tons of ideas I have for it afterwards as well. I think this might gold. If not, it's gonna come close. My golds for twin molds can't be judged against other people's golds for twin molds because I split in a different spot. I split like approximately 4 or 5 seconds after everybody else does. I can check my gold, but you have to subtract 4 or 5 seconds. I'm not even sure how much. I haven't actually timed it. Here, what is my gold? My gold for twin mold is a 201. So subtracting 4 or 5 seconds to that, it would allow you to compare it to other people's golds. So it's approximately a 156 or 7. It's the same one, Slim. Also, you can thank the wonderful Ben Stevens for my DS capture card. They actually... Loopy does not have any of those either. He doesn't have the capture cards, he doesn't have them pre-installed, he doesn't have just the boards, he has nothing at the moment. And Ben went above and beyond to actually help me. He was originally going to help me by installing one himself for me, and then when there were none that he could buy, he offered me one that he had. Regardless, because he doesn't need it immediately. So that was very kind of him, and I very much appreciate it, because otherwise I probably would not have one for a while. 3DS capture is sold out. I did. I'm not gonna run anything on 3DS because I'm not getting a 3DS capture card yet. My original plan was to run a Link Between Worlds, but 3DS capture cards are scarce at the moment. Apparently 3DS capture cards and regular DS capture cards are scarce at the moment because Loopy has not restocked anything in a while. So it seems. I mean, as far as I know, capture cards that Loopy makes he's just like one guy making them. As far as I know. Like, I may be wrong. I think Ben or someone else would know more about that. I always assumed it was just one guy. He's making them and they take time and he has to restock and... It's a secret, Scathy. You can't know that. I don't know anything about Katsukitty, other than that their capture cards are not as reliable as Loopy's and break much quicker. Hence why I want a Loopy. No hints, Scathy. Well, I already gave a hint. I'm not repeating it, though. You're gonna have to go look for it. Oh, man. Look at the 16-15! I'm a lord! That is not even the best ocarina you can get. But that's a pretty good one. That gold actually sucks. Enops is a 16-14. Gonna die now. Not as good. Bad, bad, bad. My HMS was a low 741, I think, sample. It was either a high 740 or a 741. Not sure. Are you serious? Get that gold and then I mess up that. Oh my god. Why is that interesting, sample? Yeah, I've actually never gotten a 39 HMS in my life, sample. I think in big part because I don't do setup lists, title text skip. I'm sure you can get a 39 without it, but it definitely helps if you do setup lists, title text skip. And I don't, so I've never actually had a 39 before. My lowest HMS ever is a 40 flat. If your cursor is on Milk Road, it goes to Snowhead Owl. That is used in the old 100% route. I assume it is used in the new one as well. I can't... Maybe it bypasses it, but probably. Okay. So you could... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could 39 without it. I just don't. Like, it wasn't perfect, that's for sure. My first pause on my HMS was 1 frame early, so I had to do 1 extra buffer, and I still got a 40. There was 1 extra buffer in my HMS as a result, but I don't think I failed any buffers. I'm pretty sure I just paused. Oh, I side-hopped into the fence. I side-hopped into the fence, and I think I paused 1 frame early. And I still got a 40, or 41. This gold is bad. Oh my god. Awful. What am I doing, dude? I have no idea how many pauses I did though, sample. Not sure. I don't count or anything. Yeah, Shaggy, I think you're gonna find that that FAQ is definitely worth your while to click. Alrighty. Let's see how well I can match my PB Sonata. Probably not well. To run TP, you need a physical disc. Loading the ISO or emulating in any way is not allowed. You can run on either a GameCube or a Wii, though. Whichever one you may have. You can run any version. Although if you run the Wii version, well, you can run the Wii version. If you run the Wii version, though, that's actually a separate leaderboard because it's treated as a separate game. Because it's very different. But for pretty much all GameCube games, emulation is not allowed because emulators are not 100% accurate. I think a lot of them save time. Like, if you use an emulator for GameCube games, I think you save time a good deal of the time. I can't remember a time USB loader was ever allowed for any, like, most GameCube games. There are a couple GameCube games where USB loading was allowed at one point, and I think was banned afterwards, once they realized how much time it was saving. But these days, it's pretty much universally banned. At one point, it may have been allowed for a couple games. I know at least one game it was allowed for. USB loader used to be allowed for Luigi's Mansion, and they banned it when they realized it saved nearly a minute. Really? There goes 4 seconds. You are allowed to run Majora's Mask on DC because it is an official release of the game. It's not like VC is an emulator, but it is an officially released emulator, and it's an officially released version, so it is allowed. This angle is bad. This is really bad. Yep. I'm wasting a bomb. I missed the grotto, too. I've wasted 2 bombs so far. I have 3 extra. So I can waste 1 more. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Okay, that was a decent segment, the biggest mistake being the bad Hess angle, and then the 1 failed mega flip. Hit an owl. I think I will lose 8 to 9 seconds over my PB, so I'm going to be behind here. That was expected. My PB Sonata is very close to flawless. It's beatable, but it's very good. This is fine. Hess crashes under the same circumstances on N64 and VC. I know of no differences in how Hess crashes. The crash looks different on N64 and VC, but the circumstances that cause the crash are the same. Weird shot crashes are different and are more frequent on N64. That is true. If you get, there are 2 roll frames that you can use for a weird shot, and there are 2 to 3 hook shot pull frames. And if you get first frame roll, first frame hook shot pull on N64, that crashes, but it results in a weird shot on VC. So there is a frame of rolling and a frame of hook shot pulling that crash on N64 that work on VC. That was fast. I meant to untarget and spin into the door, and I somehow got a backflip. I do have an N64. It's not the one that I had as a kid, and I actually do not have anything to actually use it. I have its original cables, however, no TV I have supports that format, as far as I know. I do not think my family has an HD TV, and as far as I know, it doesn't support the N64. Like, I can't plug it in, and it would work, I don't think. It might, maybe, I forget. It worked on our old TV. But this new TV, I'm not actually sure if it supports that output. It might. But either way, it's in a box, and I cannot play it. I can't play on 64 on the monitor that I use for speedrunning. This is an HD monitor and only accepts HD input. At the moment, my Wii is actually outputting component, and then my capture card is converting it, essentially, into HD. My capture card outputs the feed as HD to my monitor. I'm playing Majora's Mask in HD, kind of, not really. Nice sword slash. A link to the capture card I use is below in the panels. Yeah, I have still... Actually, no, my bomb count is perfect, it looks like. This actually looks like a perfect bomb count. I have 11 after I get the 5 in Mountain Village, and I think that is a perfect amount. So I cannot... Or no, this is one extra still, I was right. I wasted 2, you have 3 extra, I still have 1 extra. Yeah, this is an extra. I do use homebrew. That's how I have the Japanese version running. Despite my my Wii being NTSC. It is not faster to land than the last lily pad, that's why I skip it. Okay, this run is good. Being only 8 seconds behind my PB is fantastic. My PB's early game is ridiculously good. So this is fine. This is actually really good. This is the kind of pace I want to be on a PB pace run at this point. This is really good. My current PB has my best early game by far, by quite a bit. I actually think this is my second best early game. Just to put into perspective how good this PB's early game is. I'm pretty sure this is my second best early game in comparison. Getting a side hop angle poke quickly would be difficult because the angle you're coming at that lily pad from is not perfect side hop angle. You'd have to like curve very specifically as you reach it. I still don't think it'd be faster. Maybe if done perfectly it would. I'm using a GameCube controller. It's far more favorable for this game because of the notches. It's actually significantly harder, like just objectively, to play this game with the classic controller. You can do it, and I do know at least... Actually, I only know of one runner who ever did it. He was a Japanese runner. But the lack of notches on the classic controller... Or, does it have notches? They're not as, like, defined as the GameCube controller if there are. I don't particularly remember them. Does it have notches? It kinda has notches. They aren't very... Oh, no, actually, they're pretty good. Okay. The control stick is actually a lot looser, though. That would be difficult. This control stick is pretty loose. I just prefer the GameCube controller, then. Why did I think there were no notches? I'm thinking of a different controller. I don't know if anyone's put down instructions anywhere, Gamble, but if you're in the Speedrun Learning Discord, you can go there, and there's actually a soft modding help section for people who don't know how to do that. That's what it's for. And I talk about giving people invite links, but I'm pretty sure that if you Google Speedrunning Learning Discord, it just pops up, and you can just join it. Like, let's be honest here. That might not be true anymore, but I remember you used to be able to do that. I wouldn't have lost any time if I had not failed the super slide. Failing the super slide cost me a second. I have never heard those things, Velociraptor. The GameCube controller being bad for your health. This is like one of the only controllers that for extended periods of time, if I use it, my carpal tunnel doesn't act up. Most other controllers, I have problems with that. I'm losing time on this segment already. I failed the Hess, dude. I rolled late. And I had an extra bomb, but going for it again is very slow. I probably should have still gone for it again, but it's 2 extra mass transitions to go for it again. Oh, that's one of the worst tests to fail, because it's slow to go for it again. All the other ones, you don't lose as much time if you have to go for them again. Decent early game, but now I'm going to be at least like 15 behind. Lose some time here, that's for sure. Hey, Alan. Thanks, man. Failing the Hess was bad, but at least I didn't fail anything else, so the time loss that I will experience here will be kept to a minimum, because I don't expect to fail anything else. The rest of the segment is easy. Dude, Alan, actually, how have you been? Like, what have you been doing? I haven't had the chance to talk to you recently. I disagree. Well, that is true, Seedborn, but you have a button that you can use in place of C buttons for 3 of the C buttons, so I don't think that matters as much. C up is definitely worse, but the others are fine. I'm losing more time here than I thought. I lost like 10. That's fine. This run is still like within the margin that I want to be. I'm still less than 20 seconds behind, and now all my time save is coming up. Unless I fail a quick turn. Dear Lord. To do a Hess, it depends how you're failing it, the advice I would give. There are a lot of different ways you could fail it. generally when you're failing something, especially when you're asking for help in the Learning Discord, if you can provide a video of you failing it that reflects the way you usually fail it. Like, it's not just like, this is a failure and it's different from all my other failures. No, but if you can provide a video of a video that, like, it resembles how you normally fail it, that is, like, the best way that you could get help to correct that specific issue. Come on. I can't get hit again. If I get hit again, the run is dead. If I get hit again, I would have been knocked down to critical health, and then I would have gotten kicked out. I did not treat the fight any differently as a result, though, because if I did treat the fight differently, it would be slow. I don't want that. What am I doing? Slow fight, slow tank, I'm 20 behind. That's fine though, because I'll save back 10 on this segment. So half of this will be gone on New Wave Bossa Nova. When I bought this controller, it was $50. Original white GameCube controllers that are new in box these days cost something to the tune of like $90. I would not recommend buying one unless you're really that dedicated and really want that controller. These days, you're gonna have to settle for Smash controllers generally, I think. Which aren't bad, I've just had bad experiences with them. But from what I've heard from other people who, like, they've had positive experiences with them, so... You never know. I would never buy a used controller. That's just me. Some people might be okay with it. I do not want to ever use a controller that somebody else has used. Especially, I'd be more willing to buy a used controller if I could test it beforehand. But if I can't test it, you would be hard-pressed to find a used controller I would buy. I would buy a used controller if I could test it beforehand. And it was good. And I liked it. I've had 2 Smash controllers and I've hated them. It's like, it's just all like an experience thing. Like, they are different, and my experiences with the 2 I've had are bad, but that's not going to be the case for all of them. And not everyone's. Like, there are good ones, and I think I've just gotten unlucky. The first Smash controller I had very, very bad diagonals. It was failing reverse octo skip, it couldn't do the sunblock clips. Like, it had really bad diagonals. And then... my second one is, like, it's really weird, it's just really grainy. And I can't explain it. It's a really grainy controller. It, like, feels really weird to hold. It might be because it's new, but I'm pretty sure my first one did not feel like that. I don't know. I might try to use it again and try to break it in, and maybe it won't feel like that anymore. Like, it just, the handles feel really awkward and uncomfortable to hold, and I cannot explain it to you. It's really odd. Yeah, there may just be more variance in the quality of Smash control. Really? I'm like one step away from being close enough, dear lord. Like, there might just be more variance in the quality of Smash controllers. Yeah, maybe I should just break it in playing something else, Blue Hits, and then try to get a proper... Because I actually never really tested anything with it. I don't know what its diagonals are like. I just picked it up and I'm like, wow, this is awful. I'm loving this crit health cam right now. Smash controllers are the new version of GameCube controllers. They were released in 2015, at least the first run of them. They have differences, a couple differences. I believe their L and R buttons are different. I forget why. Wow, this is wrong. I don't know if any difference is actually besides the triggers. The triggers are the main difference. The difference is that the originals are well made. That is a good way to put it. I'm barely saving any time here. I could have saved 10. I saved nothing. I saved 5. Bad segment. I saved 5. Whatever, this run is still good pace, just that was not a good segment. Like, the Smash controllers are undeniably different. They are very different. And people have different opinions on them. And people have had different experiences with them, because I guess there's less consistency in them. Alright, Fearwolves, have a good night. So far, I've had 2, and my experience with them is bad, but I know a couple people at GDQ when I went that were using Smash controllers and liked them. They aren't different by a lot, but it's noticeable if you're used to non-Smash GameCube controllers. Nice, I picked up the fairy instantly. That's really good. If your controller can't do sunblock clip, you're probably not going to get it to do sunblock clip. Its diagonals are its diagonals. You're not really going to have better luck. There's nothing you can really do about it. What you can try is instead of using its up left and down right, you can use, you can line it up different, it's hard to explain. I'll try to explain it after this. You can use a different wall and try your other diagonals and see if that makes sunblock clip work. Hello? I'm not gonna save any time here. I was supposed to equip Zora there too. I'm not saving any time here, but at least I'm not losing much. If that fairy had run into me, I would have lost a lot. Now at least I'm not losing much. Using Ocarina to stop the fairy from running into you for PCS loses 5 seconds, but you lose a lot more if the fairy runs into you. So it is the go-to thing to, it's the correct thing to do. You do lose 5 seconds though. The bonk is for the setup to the trick I was doing, Nightler. I need to know... It basically sets up my position so that I can do 2 dry rolls and be right next to the load zone. Which is good because I want to cancel time stop and then do not too many buffers to get into it. So the bonk actually sets me a set distance from the wall so that I can do the trick, essentially. Unfortunate bad RNG on PCS, but thankfully I noticed it, pulled out Ocarina, and saved it. but that still does lose 5 seconds compared to getting good RNG and not having to pull out Ocarina. It actually loses slightly more than 5. I don't know if there are controllers that make it easier to super... Well, there's absolutely no controller that would make it easier to super slide. That is all just timing. It has nothing to do with the design of the controller, or like the dead zone or anything like that. Super slide should be the same regardless of controller. It's all just timing. As far as Hesses go, though, other controllers might be better. Like, I don't think there'd be a huge difference from controller to controller, because it's mostly just, like, it's programmed in dead zone and so, you know. I saved time still. That gold is so bad, because I had to pull Ocarina. And my PCS was not perfect. It took me like 5 seconds to get time stop, so... I can gold. Yeah, that's why I can gold that one. That gold is bad. Alright, this run is on good pace. This run is on really good pace. 14 seconds behind my amazing early game is fine. That's really good, considering how much time save I have later. I don't think that... I mean, really doing things... Modifying your controller is difficult to ban. We have, like, there are bans on turbo controllers, but you can't enforce them. If somebody's using a controller, it's like a turbo controller, there's like no way to know that they're actually using it, really. So we do ban them because they should be banned, but you can't actually enforce it. So at the same time, they shouldn't, because you can't actually do anything. So yeah, if you wanted to do that, Kaopagi, I don't think any community bans that. I think actually a lot of people do that to their controllers, and nobody has a problem with it. People ban turbo controllers and try to ban S adapters, and while it would make sense for those things to ban, those things, you can't enforce them, unfortunately. Turbo controllers are banned because you can set the turbo button to just hit A every frame, and so you would have theoretically perfect mashing. S adapters are banned because they make Hesses easier, and are a modification to the controller's dead zone. Those things should not be used, but you can't actually enforce it. Do they really, Claire? I actually had no idea what they did. Yeah, yeah, S adapters are not banned. People have debated banning them, I should say. You're right. They are not banned. People have debated banning them, are divided on whether or not they should be banned. Most people agree they shouldn't be used, kind of, but also agree that you cannot actually efficiently ban them since you can't enforce it, and so they're not banned. Yeah, you can use bananas as a controller. I know somebody who plays League that way. Or I've seen a picture of somebody who plays League that way. They only do 10 per second? Why do you need a turbo controller then? Holy crap. I mean, I guess you could be lazy, but even then, yeah, people can mash faster than that. Those things are useless. It's something you plug your controller into, Velociraptor. Instead of your controller's cord just going straight to the console, I believe you plug it into the S adapter, and along the way, the S adapter modifies your inputs, thus making your dead zone larger. Because if you were to hit something on your control stick that was outside its normal dead zone, it might still, after the S adapter's modification, it might still work. Oh my god, that was almost rip run. Why am I getting this? Okay, I'm not really losing any time here. That segment was okay. Yeah, essentially equivalent. Small, very small time loss. Now this segment, I can be ahead if it goes really, really well. This is one of my bigger time saves. Let's nail it. Not good. 4 tries. Dear Lord. Practice that some more. I hate that ocarina dive. I used to be really good at it, but you only need it in any percent, and I haven't done it in a year and a half. So despite, like, me being, like, I used to be really good at it, I'm not anymore. That's fast. That was not a good segment, but I can still save time. Some of it on it. Alright, hopefully he does not jump here. I don't know why he jumps. I really wish he did not jump. It would save time if he did not jump. Hopefully he does not jump. He jumped. Fantastic. 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 Fan-freaking-tastic, dude. Zero time save. Time loss. Oh my god, Toaster. Glitchless is a really fun category, and I'm gonna be running 100% again this summer, anyway. If you're interested in that. Yeah, I lost 2 seconds when I could have saved 18. Because of that amazing Adala fight, dude. Alright, now this run is bad. I should save a lot here, hopefully, though, as long as I get first try wind. Thanks, Dorito. I think this is the fastest one. Pretty sure it is. The best possible time is not accurate. That being said, this run is bad and cannot really realistically record. Holy crap. This run can very realistically PB, though. Very realistically. There have been a lot of major changes to Hundo since I last ran it. The route is over a minute faster, potentially 2. I'm actually not sure. It's not been properly timed. But it is at least a minute faster. Yay! I just lost 10 seconds. Good RNG. That is not how I normally do that equip. It's faster without the page turns. Okay, first try win. Not the greatest of win cycles, though. I think I'm 1 cycle behind where I could be right now. If I had a better angle on that super slide. One more cycle will do it. If you side hop when you're that sunk into the snow, you actually you fall down. So I had to backflip there. Alright, give me some arrows, some good RNG. Alright, I got action swap after way more attempts than it should have taken. So please give me arrows. Hey again, Poke! That should work. That'll work, I think. No, 1 too low. Okay, I think that was a 1. Yep, okay, good. That wasn't that bad. I could have been faster. I'm not gonna be saving any time in this segment, but it's alive. Which backwalk booth? I think I know which one you're talking about, but just to clarify. Velociraptor, there were no white GameCube controllers released until 2012, so you could not have had one, so you are not telling the truth! White GameCube controllers were not in circulation, to my knowledge, until 2012, and I'm pretty confident in that. I may be wrong, but I'm fairly confident. Why am I on fire arrows? Oh yeah, if it was a third-party controller, there might be white third-party ones. I'm down at you. Really? There were white GameCube controllers in 2008. I was not aware of these if they exist. Alright, I'm losing 4 seconds to having to hover with the bomb here due to wasting a chew. I can save 12 seconds on this though, so I can still be ahead after the segment if the scope fight is good. Let me see this one. I did not know of any white controllers pre-2012. I equipped Deku Nuts, but I got bad RNG and I... He's right, white controller JP 2008. Really? Okay, you got me there. I actually was very convinced that they were 2012. Also, have a good night, Poke. Thank you very much. That nearly rainbowed. I just tied my best segment, but I was down a chew. If I hadn't wasted that chew, that was rainbow. Oh, that gold is bad. So bad. Firestones, I could just get rid of the fairy after canceling the time stop, I guess. Actually, do we know what's faster? Is getting rid of the fairy and still doing the death warp faster than just not doing the death warp? I actually do not know. Has that ever been timed? I have not timed that, and it's never occurred to me to time that. If it's been timed before, I would like to know the result of whether or not just getting rid of the fairy and death warping anyway is worth it over not death warping. I'm gonna just do what I've always done now, but I might time that later. But the fairy cutscene is long. But so is soaring compared to death warp. Because here's the thing, we're comparing fast death warp versus soaring. I think getting rid of the fairy in retrospect is faster. Camera leaned on me again. I think that happens if I'm too high. I need to sink more for that super swim, so that the camera doesn't flip. If you're too high when you enter that tunnel, the camera flips 180, and you can't do it. You need to be lower when I enter the tunnel. I don't have the keyboard controller, nor do I want the keyboard controller. The keyboard controller looks awful. Bombs? Yes, bombs. Okay. I'm gonna lose time on this segment due to not death warping. I might be behind again. I won't be by much, but that's unfortunate that that happened. I'm setting up the death warp. I took damage from that bow. Okay, so in the future, if I get the nut drop, the optimal play is to use the fairy and still do death warp. I'm gonna do that from now on. It should easily be worth it if that's the case. Yeah. But right now I cannot death warp, because I have to equip it again, and equipping it again would not be worth it. I can go for a fast Garo Master strat. Get ready for these fast strats. Or he can just teleport and ruin it. What I was going to do if he did not teleport is right as he hit me, shoot the fire arrow, and we would hit each other, and he would die slightly earlier on the 4th cycle. But of course he teleported, so I don't get to do it. I can't death warp because I have a fairy in a real bottle. Because I have a fairy in a real bottle, if I attempt to death warp, I will be revived. Normally what is supposed to happen on this segment well, the reason I have a fairy in a real bottle is because I got Deku Nut drop from the Deku Scrub before Snowhead, which is bad RNG because you have a bottle duped over your Deku Nuts, and if you get a Deku Nuts, it replaces your fake bottle, your duped bottle, and so you can no longer have a duped bottle to put your fairy in, which you're supposed to, because a fairy in a duped bottle does not revive you if you die, so you can do a death warp. You get the fairy to do time stop to cross into Stone Tower, so it is necessary for that and worth it for that, but then you want it in your duped bottle so it doesn't revive you, obviously. Alright, this run can PB. My PB lost 20-ish seconds on Majora, and 12 on Twin Molt. It did get first try bombs, though, in Termina Field, so... that's always a possibility, that I don't get that. Okay. Wait, why do I still have 2 bombs? I should only have 1. Oh, I didn't death warp, that's why. And for good reason. He's gonna shoot me? Falling and playing the song at the start of the segment stores Song of Time. At the end of this boss fight, you're actually going to see me activate the Song of Time text box that was stored, so that I can skip the cutscene that follows this fight. You'll see that shortly. Okay, oh, that's great. Good. Still a fairly fast one. You're actually going to see me pull it up right now and have it up for the rest of the fight, because the best way to activate your stored Song of Time text box is in the pause menu, and I don't want to re-pause after equipping light arrows. That would waste time if I had to pause again, so I activate it now on the pause where I have to equip anyway. Oh, all these shots suck. If I had not missed that third one, this could potentially be a very good fight. It has to be pretty good now. I need to hit 5. Okay, I hit 5! That was actually good! Despite missing 2 light arrows, it still ended up being good. It was a good fight. I'm saving time on it. Nice! Now I need first try bombs, and if I get first try bombs, it is somewhat likely that I PB. I split early. Whatever. I'll correct it. I did split slightly early there, like a second, because I was looking at chat and not the game. I changed to splitting there so I could split more consistently, and then I just don't look at the game and look at chat instead, so I split inaccurately by like a second. I'm smart. Alright, I do need first try bombs here, but if I get it, this is very good pace. I hope Sample is proud of me for what I just did. That saves a little bit of time. Okay, there's bombs. I have a very good shot at PBing. Dang. Majora could ruin it, but I do have a solid shot. Okay, get up there. So that time loss is A, because I split early, so not all of the time saved was real. By splitting early, I technically made this segment longer. And then also I failed the side up a few times. So I am 12 seconds ahead with 14 to save. If I get really any of... Well, actually, even if I get none of this time save, I bop both Kyle and Phil. But the run could be a little bit better if I get this time save. I do, Kuroshi, actually. The game is repaying me for all the times it screwed me in glitchless. It's, so I'm getting it all in any % instead. Because that is not true. The number of runs I had to reset in glitchless to bad bombs towards the end of my grind is so bad. I had a lot of runs in glitchless where I reset 3 times in a row to bomb RNG. That happened like multiple days in a row once. I had like 3 runs in a row that I reset to bomb RNG, and then the very next day the same thing happened. Toaster, I'm going to be running glitched categories again for a while. I grinded for glitchless for 4 months, and I got my gold time, and I got a really good time in it, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm not going to be going back to it for a while. I will go back to it one day, but I'm going to be running any % for a little bit. Then I'm going to be probably doing all masks again, the new route, very briefly, not too long, I think, but I'm going to run it briefly, and then 100% this summer. I do plan to run 100% glitchless, though, for 1 week over spring break. My spring break is in 2 weeks, so in 2 weeks I'm going to probably be doing 100% glitchless, just for 1 week. Not too long, I just want to try it. That is not true, Sample. If you look over the span of my career, statistically, my RNG should be about the actual percentages of getting those things. That's how large sample sizes work. Sample. Vidya, thank you so much for the host. Dude, I have enough viewers that the chat bots are here, yes. Oh man. Silver Sith. I will do that if... I will never do that. I'm not even going to set like some sort of ridiculous standard on the off chance that somebody manages to do it. Oh, okay, then I'm not doing it, boo. I'm not doing 100% glitchless unless you have a sub 620. Bank HP in 100% glitchless, I think it takes 15 minutes. Around there? Boo, how long does it take? I'm waiting for the meme reply. Like an hour or something. Hundo glitchless, the record is 6:13. Chopper actually just got a record in it last night. I'm on PB Pace Sanctuary. I'm hoping Majora doesn't kill it. That could very easily happen, but hopefully he does not. Chopperman, Chopperman, what are the numbers after Chopper's name? I always forget the numbers because I just call him Chopper. Let me get his stream link. Chopperman 9. Here is his stream link. I'm switching hands I'm mashing with as I... Chopperman 9, the guy I just linked in the chat, he has the 100% glitchless record. The rule set for glitchless and any percent glitchless and 100% glitchless are exactly the same. Anything with glitchless in its name has the exact same rule set. There is one universal rule set for all glitchless categories. Yes! Okay, I need a really good Majora now. I can't believe I just did that. I'm an embarrassment. I just lost, like, I don't know, how much time does that lose? 6 seconds? 6 to 8? I need a good Majora now. Can't believe I failed that super slide, dude. I am embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. I failed the supers. I failed Moonslide Ace. I failed Moonslide. Hey, Ferris, thanks. I rolled way too early. Way too early. Okay, those better hits. Not hit. I might be too close. Like, if you are too close, they can still hit, but there is an optimal distance to throw the Zora boomerangs from. I think I was closer than that optimal distance. This is better. Are you serious? If he's turned sideways like that and you shoot, the light goes misses. I'm currently tied with Phil right now, so any PB at all is the Phil bop. Let's go. Taking him down. I love you, Phil, but I really want to. That's good. Majora wants me to bop you too, Phil. Who am I to deny him? Oh. 3, thank you so much for the 18-month resub, dude. Oh, man. Don't even watch this stream anymore, and yet here you are, 18-month resub. What is wrong with you? Alright, wait. 125.21 is my new PB, dude. I just PB'd last Friday. This is the stream after my last PB. 2 streams in a row I just PB'd, and they're both 125s. And this is 2nd place on the leaderboards, 3rd best time. Fanir has a time better than this, but it's not on the leaderboards. So I am 2nd on the leaderboards, but it's actually the 3rd best time. That's the way I'm gonna think about it. Thanks for the congratulations, guys. I don't know, it feels actually pretty good to get 2 125s in 2 days. When, for the longest time, I was PBing by 2 seconds per run. Oh, man. Nah, it's not, Boo. It was while I was derusting, but now that I'm, like, fully derusted, I think 125 isn't that great. Closer to 124, though. I need to drop another 22 seconds off this if I want a 124. And, like, 6 of it was lost to Moonslide. I lost a good deal of time to Moonslide. I failed Moon Superslide in this run. So, if I had gotten that, this would be like a 125.15. So then I would only need to drop another, like, 16 seconds off for a 124. Dude, what the heck? 124 is very in my reach. Holy crap. I can 124. Fanir removed his own time by his own decision. I'm not going to go into it further than that. This run is not completely optimized. This run is horrible. But it's a 125, and it's a low 125. Dude, Fish, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate it, dude. Did I gold anything in this run? No. Oh, I golded Ocarina. This run has a 16-15 Ocarina. Oh, man, I'm behind that every run. I'm gonna start every run like 5 seconds behind. Dear Lord. This is gonna be the end of me, right here. Thanks, Tazo. Thank you, everyone, for saying congrats. I'm sorry if I missed it. There were a lot of chat messages all in a row. So yeah, like I was saying, my old PB's beginning was very good, and I was going to be behind it pretty much no matter what. But like I said, the end game was horrible, and it was. I went from plus 20 to minus 20. I saved 40 seconds throughout the mid to end game. And I could have saved more. I didn't even save all of it. I just saved 40 of it. There was more. Did it really, Fox? I honestly do not remember. That'd be funny. Oh yeah, I think you're right though. I think my sub 5 did have a gold ocarina. So sub 5 is not a curse, but a blessing. Because I got my first sub 5 with it. I'm pretty sure. I'm not running all masks yet. I'm not done with this category. This is my 5th day running this category. If I got this 5 days in, imagine what I can do like 2-3 weeks in, man. I shouldn't be stopping yet. I'm not gonna grind this category nearly as long as I've grinded Glitchless, because Glitchless was more fun to grind, but I'm not gonna just grind it for like, I'm not just gonna do 5 days of runs and call it quits. I can do better than this. Alright, guys. We're gonna watch the credits, but while we're doing that, I should find a raid target, because I think that's my last run for tonight. This is a pretty good improvement. I will do more tomorrow, probably. But until then, I guess everyone is in an Anime Boy spamming mood. Alright, who can we raid that has Anime Boy? Who do I know has Anime Boy? Alright, I know who has Anime Boy, and who's actually a very good runner of Luigi's Mansion. We're gonna give my friend Blue Hits a raid. He is on the grind for any % no out of bounds record for Luigi's Mansion, and we're gonna spam Anime Boy in his chat. He is very good at the game. He definitely would appreciate it, I think. So yeah. Alright. So thank you everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the congrats. I'm sorry if I missed anything anybody said, because the chat was moving very fast for a little bit there. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Here is your target. I'd appreciate it if you give him a very large raid with many anime boys. We're gonna turn his chat into anime. Oh, that was the silliest thing, or one of the silliest things I've ever said. Let's turn his chat into anime, dude. You may feel free to spam varying amounts of Anime Boy, if you would like, and yeah. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I will probably stream tomorrow more runs for 124. Thank you again. Dude, I need... No! I locked it. I can't grab the Anime Boy. Okay, I unlocked him. He needs to be bigger.